Welcome back to my channel. So, usapan natin si Pondopeso, guys. So, Pondopeso, in plain and simple terms, is an OLA, which means it's an app na pwede nyong utangan. So, actually, matagal-tagal na rin si Pondopeso, guys. There was even a time kung saan temporarily siya nag-stop ng operations, especially yung quarantine here, quarantine there. But na-balik operations si Pondopeso and may nagbago ba. So, if you want to know more about it, then just keep watching. My name is Red, and I do videos of OLAs and buy now, pay later platforms. And if these topics interest you, then feel free to like and subscribe to this video. Kung ayaw naman, it's okay. Guys, please take note that my videos are not sponsored, so they're usually based on my personal experience and my personal opinion about these apps. And please take note, hindi ko po ini-encourage yung pag-uutang. And at the end of the day, guys, nasa inyo po yung decision to use the app or not. I just want to share my experience para malaman nyo as much as you can before actually using this app. But again, nasa inyo po yan yung paggamit ng app na yan. So in this video, ang pag-uusapan natin is Pondopeso. Actually, matagal-tagal na tong nag-ooperate si Pondopeso. Like we said earlier, there was a time na temporarily nag-stop siya ng operation because yun nga, nagka-COVID, nagka-quarantine and all that. I think we all had, it was a difficult time for everyone, and especially Pondopeso. I don't know what really happened with them. So for a while, parang I think nag-stop sila. But basically, Pondopeso is another OLA, which means online pautang, and with utang comes interest. So that is Pondopeso, guys. And furthermore, Pondopeso is like those other OLAs, madali lang siyang gamitin, nada-download siya sa Google Play Store. And if you're 18 and above and you have a valid ID, you can fill out the form, you can prove your identity, then you can use Pondopeso. However, okay ba siya? May nagbago ba? Kamusta ba si Pondopeso? Then again, please keep watching. I'm not gonna judge kung bakit gumagamit kayo ng mga OLAs na to. But then again, the more informed you are, the better it is for you to judge kung okay ba si OLA na to o hindi. So, to use the app, again, I said, just download it from Google Play Store and then submit your phone number. And then from there, mag-fill out ka ng form, magsasubmit ka ng valid ID mo. And wait for 30 minutes to know kung approved ka ba or eligible ka ba for this app, to use the app or not. And after 30 minutes, pag na-approve ka na, you can start or you can acquire a loan for as little as 2,000 or 1,000, depende kay system, and or as high as whatever the system thinks you're eligible for. Basta the more you use it, syempre, pag first time mo, expect a lower credit limit, and the more you use the app and keep a good record sa paggamit ng app, then eventually your credit limit will increase, and so will the term kung saan pwede mo ma-acquire yung loan mo with Pondopeso. So let's move to the pros and cons of Pondopeso. But before, guys, pala we continue, Pondopeso is SEC registered, pero nakakalito siya, guys, because I tried to look this up at the SEC website, and lumalabas na yung Pondopeso, yung registration number na andon is the one that belongs to Fanatics, if I pronounce that right. Pero yung yung andun naman sa Google Play Store, yung nakalagay is under Armorac siya. So how these two companies are related, kung isa lang ba sila or they're operating under a different same name or subsidiary, it's hard to really research on that. But so far, knowing that Pondopeso is registered with SEC, one way or another, nagpo-follow siya ng rules ng SEC. Actually, I first encountered Pondopeso 2018 because parang ni-refer sa akin. To be honest, nakaka-encourage siya mag-borrow due to the fact na napakadaling humirap. Akalain mo, for as long as meron kang cellphone, may working or valid phone number ka, meron ka namang government-issued ID, and you're able to prove your identity kasi magsa-selfie ka dun sa app. After 30 minutes, malalaman mo if eligible ka to borrow sa Pondopeso o hindi. So that was 2 years ago, 2019, and I've been using it. I tried to keep a good record sa Pondopeso, and I don't know, they say they offer like 21 days or even longer payment terms, but never akong umabot sa ganyan na point. Even after a number of times na nag-reloan ako sa kanila, nasa 7 and 14 days pa rin yung available sa aking terms, which is, I really don't know how easy their system is, and then yun nga, nagka-COVID, so temporary rin nag-stop si Pondopeso. So after my last loan, before nag-quarantine, then hindi ko nagamit si Pondopeso until I receive a text message na pwede nang humiram ulit sa Pondopeso. So I tried it again because I wanted to know kung may nagbago ba sa system nila, and so far, parang wala. So ano ba itong mga, so actually guys, I used to think that Pondopeso was really evil. Back then, I made a review about Pondopeso kung saan galit na galit talaga ako because nairita ako dun sa system nila na 3 days pa lang, tumatawag na sila sa inyo para mag-remind ng loan nyo. So, di ba, sino ba naman yung gustong tinatawagan 3 days pa lang? So, yung term ng loan is 14 days, tapos tatawagan ka, magre-remind sila constantly na may babayaran ka sa kanila 3 days ahead of your due date. So, di ba, nakakairita. And also, on the day itself, yung June na, panay din yung tawag nila. So, yun, nairita ako doon. So, sabi ko, iwasan si Pondopeso as much as possible. But then, guys, now na ang dami ng mga OLAs na kalat sa Google Play, guys, I just realized that Pondopeso is actually the lesser evil of all these apps. And we're not gonna compare Pondopeso with other apps. I'm just gonna share briefly, as concise as I can, yung mga pros and cons of using Pondopeso. So, ano ba yung pros of using Pondopeso? That is, available po siya sa Google Play Store. So, i-download nyo siya doon, registered naman siya with SEC, you give them your phone number, magpapadala siya ng OTP, and then go ahead, fill out the form, and then eventually, hihingi siya ng selfie, hihingi siya ng picture of your ID. Just make sure na pag picture nyo ng ID nyo, it's clear, and then also, it will ask you for a selfie with your ID. Just make sure na sinusunod niyo yung guidelines sa pag-take ng picture tsaka selfie with your valid IDs. So, ano ba yung mga valid IDs na tinatanggap ni Pondopeso? With Pondopeso, you have more IDs to choose from. Kasi Pondopeso accepts your SSS, your TIN, your UMID or UMID. Yung meron siyang tinatanggap niya yung driver's license, passport, postal ID, PRC, GSIS na ID, and voter's ID, PIC, and NBI. So, mas maraming kang pwedeng pagpilian. So, kung wala kang ganito, mas marami pa namang ibang IDs na pwedeng gamitin. May iba kasing apps na 5 lang talaga yung tinatanggap nila. And yun yung pinaka-official na galing sa government. With Pondopeso, mas may more IDs to choose from, more chances na makaka-avail kayo ng Pondopeso loan. Yung second advantage of Pondopeso is that napakabilis ng disbursement, guys. So, if you choose to use GCash, minutes lang matatanggap nyo na yung pera. If you used to choose your bank account, then it could take a couple minutes up to 1 banking day. Or, kung mga payment channels like yung Palawan, yung mga offline payment channels, meron din silang list nito, magpapadala si Pondopeso ng instruction and details sa inyo on how to claim. So, just make sure na yung ibibigay yung details kay Pondopeso is accurate. So, example, pag pinili yung GCash, dapat make sure na tama yung GCash number na ibibigay nyo. If kayo yung may-ari ng GCash, mas mabuti, guys. And then, if bank, just make sure na accurate yung information na ibibigay nyo kay Pondopeso. Otherwise, pag nagkamali, baka hindi nyo matanggap yung pera, then malaki yung problema natin after that. Next is, so far, safe. Pro number 3 is that, so far, mukhang safe naman si Pondopeso. So, dalawang security features yung dadaanan mo before mo makukuha kay Pondopeso yung pera. First of all, it's the code, and then it's the OTP. So, this actually is a feature that helps protect na parang walang unauthorized use ng app. So, walang ibang gagamit ng app para hindi kayo ma-surprise na bakit may utang na sinisingil si Pondopeso sa inyo. So, please make sure not to share your code or not to share your OTP or even your login and your password with anybody kasi this app involves money and ayaw nating magka-problema. So, now, guys, ngayon, yun lang yung maganda sa Pondopeso yung masasabi ko, guys. Again, it's just based on my personal experience. You may have other better experiences compared to me. But then, ito yung naging experience ko kay Pondopeso. Now, here are the cons of using Pondopeso. Number 1 is syempre yung interest. So, with online, pag sinabing OLA, pag sinabing online pautang, syempre yung kakambal nito is yung interest. So, magkano ba yung interest ni Pondopeso? Say, for example, may 5,000 kang hihiramin or 4,500 na hihiramin. Before ka mag-say yes to that, sasabihin niya na may ikakalta siyang 890 sa'yo. And then, it's up to you to say na, oh, sige, I'll take it. But then, the good thing about it is that, even if yung maninet mo is 4,001 na lang, or I mean, 3,600 out of 4,500, but at least, yung principal mo is yun na lang. Yung principal na babayaran mo on your due date is 4,500. Yun nga lang, may kinaltas na siya. So, I checked the app kasi andun naman sa app in front, sinasabi niya that interest is as low 0.10% per day. But I don't know kung bakit ganun kataas. So it's just safe to say, if you're just gonna play with the numbers there, say for example, ito, kung hihiramin mo yung 1,000, yung matatanggap mo ito, yung 2,000, yung matatanggap mo ito. If you borrow 6,000, ito yung ikakaltas niya. It's safe to assume na yung service fee niya is, or yung maninet mo is only 80% of your principal. So, yun yung na-observe ko yung kay Pondopeso, guys. I can pretty much say na, even if they say na parang 0.10% lang yung daily interest niya, but given that ang laki ng service fee na pinapatong or kinakaltas, then you're just going to get 80% of the loan amount. Let me know if it's unfair. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So, next na ko ni Pondopeso is that. Yun nga yung sinasabi ko, nagko-call siya 3 days before mag-due yung loan mo. So, syempre, kapag busy, nakakainis pag tinatawagan ka, no? And then, on your due date itself, even if magbabayad ka naman you just need time to do that. Like, alam ko magbabayad ako, ba't niyo pa ako tinatawagan, yung gano'n. So, tawag sa pa rin sila na tawag, but hindi sila kasing gano'n ka-annoying like other apps. Let me know kung ano yung app na mas annoying pa kay Pondopeso. Pero yung maganda kay Pondopeso, I think if there's any improvement in their system right now, I think yung na-notice ko is that parang automated yung call nila the 3 days before your due date. So, may tatawag nga sa'yo, but then pag sinagot mo naman is parang automated system yung nagsasabi, parang robot or AI yung nagpa-follow up sa'yo, which is something that you can just ignore. So, sagutin nyo lang, let it play through, and then wala naman, hindi naman tulad ng ibang app na yung talagang tao talaga yung kakausap sa inyo. And then, magte-text siya to remind you na meron ka nga juice, which is text is a lot forgivable than calls. And then yun. So, if there's anything really that bad about Pondopeso, yun nga lang, yung interest niya or yung service fee niya, yun yung pinakamataas. And just in case you miss your payment, mataas din yung penalty niya, and missing your payment or missing the due date is something na gusto nating iwasan. So, think twice, thrice, 10 times before gumamit ng mga OLAs, guys. So, however, if talagang alanganin talaga sa due date, pero naman silang option to pay tingi-tingi. However, pag inavail mo yung option na yun, say for example, hindi ka nakapagbayad ng full on your due date, tapos naging available sa'yo yung pay installment na button, like kalahati lang yung babayaran nyo or 1/4 of that, then pag natapos nyo ng loan, makaka-expect kayo na bababa yung credit limit nyo or baka hindi kayo makapag-reloan ka agad-agad. So, yun yung disadvantage kapag na-miss mo yung due date mo or hindi mo natapos yung loan as previously agreed upon. So, other than that, hindi naman ganun kasama si Pondopeso compared with other apps. If you've seen other videos in my channel, meron akong mga apps na ni-review na mas, kung makakasabi ka na mas better na lang si Pondopeso. Pero that time, 2 years ago, talagang galit na galit ako kay Pondopeso kasi hindi ko alam na may mga apps pa na mas lala pa doon. So, yun lang guys yung masasabi ko about Pondopeso. So far, wala naman talagang nagbago sa system nila. The process of getting a loan with Pondopeso is pretty much the same. Yun nga, may advanced interest sila. So, 80% na lang yung makukuha mong due. So, it is something that you really have to think about. So, that's all I can share for now. And I hope, put your comments in the comment section box below. If you think this video was helpful, leave it a like and then subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that a lot. Guys, I have a different channel kung saan gusto ko mag-share because I want to do vlogs other than just OLAs and pautang vlogs because I have a different passion and that is cycling and other things. So if you have time or if you're just curious about what I do other than, you know, make reviews about pautang and all these apps, then go to my other channel, 30 Something Wonder, and leave it or hit the like button on it as well. I mean, subscribe on that channel as well, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye!